Hey guys, it's Jason from Aquarium Reptile Depot. We are in summer, so that means we are in koi season, and we constantly have a good selection of koi here. Got anything from the larger ones, the medium-sized ones, but this is a great time to add fish in your pond because it's the best time to acclimate them. They'll get used to it, and then they'll go into winter perfectly. But what we're here to talk about on this video is how to feed koi, what do you feed koi, how often you feed koi, all that fun stuff. And what do we also feed your goldfish, whether it's the fancies or the shabunkins. We'll have all that in this video, but before we show you the food, we have a question of the day here. Maybe you can answer before I answer it. Do you feed koi and goldfish if they're outdoors more in the summer or more in the winter, or the same? You tell us, and then I'll answer for you guys in a little bit. Let me show you some of the koi food that we have here. Anything from smaller bags, staple, gold, and then we have our bigger bags, kind of medium-sized bags. So you're asking, what should I feed them, right? Like, you have all this option. What should I do here? Well, in my opinion, I would figure out the size of your koi. That's gonna be really important because sizing of koi depends on what size pellet you're gonna feed. So if they're smaller, smaller pellets. If they're medium, medium pellets. If you're not sure, I would aim smaller because a big fish can still eat a small pellet, but a small fish probably won't enjoy eating a large pellet. Hopefully that kind of makes sense. If not, you know, you can come in the store and talk to one of the aquatic specialists and we'll definitely help you out in that. Or you can always message us or comment below and so we can figure that out. But anywho, staple, I would say, is more like a daily food in the cooler temperatures. Gold, I would say right now in the summer is great. So Hikari makes a lot of different styles, but I would say these are our most popular ones that we carry. Carry them in small and medium. A lot of customers don't really have, if they have the large one, they're going to get the large kind of bags here for you. So they're higher in protein. That makes it a little bit more digestible in the summertime. In the winter, they can't digest it as well. So that is why we recommend gold. Like I said, when it's warmer, staple when it's cooler. Laguna also has some cool ones. Like their option is pond bites here. Their Laguna is also part of the whole Hagen brand, which is Fluval, but you know, they're really big into like the bug bite things. So this one actually has bugs in it. So black soldier fly larvae, again, a little higher in protein. They say they can do year round, but this one, it works really well with the protein during the warmer months too. If you really need some bigger options for you, we do have like the Hikari Gold in a 5-pound bag. We have like even the economy, if they're blowing through the food, if they're eating a lot, we have that as well. Those are like $45.99, $99.99 in the store. We do have Hikari on our depotpet.shop website, so you're looking for koi food and you can't find it locally, definitely have us ship it to you, no problem there. But we're not shipping this, but if you need some big stuff, we have some, I believe they're 50-pounders. Yeah, like big old bags of food. We actually personally use this at home because we go through so much food with our pond on the property there. So this comes in really handy. $200 for 50 pounds. Yes, it's steep, but you're gonna get a lot more savings out of it. If you need even like, we even have some pond flakes, you know, from Tetramin here. So if you feel like your fish just like the flakes a little bit more, we have that too. So we have a lot of different options for you. Depends on what your fish like, depends on what you like. That's why we have different options. We'll find the right food for you. Let's show you some goldfish food here. We got some Tetramin. This is a staple one. Everyone associates this with food, of course, and that's why we have it in the store. We have like the goldfish flakes, the goldfish crisp, so they like different things like that. Those are popular. So for your goldfish outside, they'll like that. And we also have a bunch of Hikari, different types of pellets here. I'm gonna quickly grab it. Some Aranda goldfish, some lionhead ones. Yeah, I mean, we have a bunch of selections of that. We have the bug bites from, I guess, Fluval, I guess is what they're using for that one. So yes, a lot of different types of products. So if you got specific types of goldfish, then check that out, because like if you have an Aranda, I would recommend this one. If you have a lionhead, that I would recommend, which is kind of like a Ranchu basically. So they have like formulas designed for the certain fish. Like I think this one is a sinking type 2, which helps out. We have the sake food from Hikari. Like I said, we have it on our depotpet.shop, which is our online store. But if you're local and you need to come get some food or want to try some different ones, we have that. Sometimes customers even do some frozen food for them if they can digest it, if it's warm enough. I would say goldfish, if they're indoors, they can probably handle it all year round, or if you have koi year round. But if it's cooler, then I wouldn't recommend too high in protein stuff, more veggie based stuff, which we have a lot of different types of food for that. But you know what's gonna be really cool? I'm gonna show you us feeding the koi here and goldfish here. We are gonna feed some of these shabunking goldfish. So if you're not aware of shabunking goldfish, I almost feel like they're like an in-between goldfish and koi. They don't get as big as koi do, but they definitely like stay a little bit smaller, a little bit more manageable in that sense. We already fed for the day, so they're not noticing it yet, but they'll figure it out here. We used a little bit of the Laguna food, and then we put a little bit of the Hikari food in here. So it's like our own little mix that we like to give them, just to offer a little bit of variety for them. But yeah, shabunkins are, you know, they probably max about 8 to 12 inches or so. So nothing too big. So they work actually really well in a smaller pond if you have it. A little easier to care for than the little fancy goldfish like the Arandas or Ranchus or Ryukins, in my opinion. They get long flowy tails, but if you keep them inside, I would say probably like a 75 gallon would work nice for a few of them. Just don't get too many because they produce a lot of waste, so you don't want to deal with that, or it's harder to upkeep. But let's see how the koi like to eat this type of food here. And we're gonna feed the koi, and we're gonna answer the question of the day here. Oh, startled them. So yes, do you feed more in the summer, or you feed more in the winter, or the same? I would say in our area, I'm familiar with Sac here, we're gonna feed a little bit more in the summertime just because their metabolism is warmer due to the fact that the water is warmer. And when they're cooler, they kind of go more in a dormant stage. And then once you reach a certain temp, they just basically stop eating. I think right around under 60 degrees or so. But you know, we're hitting it close to 100 plus right now. So your water's definitely warmer than that. You can feed multiple times a day. That's when they're gonna get a lot of their growth, is because they are hungry and their metabolism's going. But feeding more, it has to go somewhere. So just a reminder, as far as, you don't never want to generally overfeed, but if you do feed more in the summertime, just make sure that you're doing your proper maintenance for your pond, whether that's cleaning out the filter, maybe changing out the media, doing water changes, testing the water, right? That's our biggest thing here, is just test the water, just to know your parameters. It doesn't mean that it's always good. I mean, if it's good, and that's what you want, obviously. So let's just maintain that, and let's make sure it stays good and see what parameters do. Because if you're doing stuff to the pond, it should improve it. It just doesn't just stay the same, right? If you do water changes. So some things to definitely consider. So definitely check us out as far as coming into the store, whether that's picking up some koi, whether that's picking up some goldfish, and whether that's picking up some food. We offer a lot of different other fish. We offer a lot of different other foods, but we definitely have goldfish, koi food. If you can't make it into the store, check out our online shop, depotpet.shop. We have fishes on there. We have fish food. We're shipping only, so we can ship it to your home, we ship it to your business, wherever you like, if you can't find it locally. But we are local to the Sacramento area, so make sure to check us out. Aquarium Reptile Depot, we're at 8201 Auburn Boulevard in Citrus Heights. But make sure you subscribe to our channel, that helps us a lot. Definitely like these videos, comment below. Check out all our other social media. We're very active on Instagram, Facebook, so make sure to check out that. We're putting a bunch of new videos out on the regular, so there's that fun stuff. But yeah, let me get back to putting this food away, maybe feeding some other fish. You guys have a good one.